Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about my spring color palette. I haven't done a seasonal color palette video. It feels like in almost a year. I'll have to double check the facts, but let's talk about it. These are colors that I will personally be wearing. Nothing is new. I'm just repeating what I have personally rediscovered or am interested in currently. The first color that I have on my trusty list is black. Black for spring, I know. Listen, black is just a staple color in any wardrobe. Let me not say any wardrobe. In my wardrobe, it is a staple color. Black is all year round, so that's why I wanted to start with it. And I also feel like it's the perfect transition color between winter and spring. I know when you search spring and you're thinking of like, I don't know, just springtime and like all the good vibes, you're usually thinking of like flowers in bloom and animals and I don't know, like bright pastel colors, and it's nice and warm and like jackets and yada yada yada. Part of spring, the greenness and blossoming of spring is very much closer to summer, whereas the spring that we're in right now, currently, I live in Canada, it's very brown. It's not as depressing as winter because the skies are blue, but it's still cold. The grass is not green, the trees are still naked, nothing is blossoming. Maybe the birds are out in the morning, but that's about it. So I feel like black, in terms of this type of spring, the beginnings of spring, the majority of spring, black is just a necessary color. This could be all black outfits. I have no problems with all black outfits in spring. I don't have to dress spring to feel spring, you know? But yeah, I feel like black is just a really great color to pair with all the other colors that I'm gonna mention. Currently for me, the colors that I wear really reflect my mood, and so I'm not gonna be wearing a bunch of bright, colorful colors when it's still dead outside. Like there's still snow. Though it's getting warmer, there's still snow. I do not want to be wearing florals. Like florals where? We still have a couple weeks to go. Next on my list is gray, and this is similar to black in terms of like, it's just a good staple color, base color for an outfit to kind of ground it. Honestly, the color gray, I love gray. Like gray is such a tasteful color. I don't know how else to describe it. It's not as heavy as black, but it's not as bright as white. It's just like a perfect neutral. So I feel like the same way I would use black to ground an outfit, using gray to ground an outfit is also an interesting touch because you don't see that as often in terms of colors in people's outfits. So just letting gray shine as the main color of your outfit I think is really cool as well. I don't want to get into like different textures and colors and silhouettes, but picture the gray with all of those things. I'll have pictures on the screen so to display what I'm thinking in my brain. And I'm wearing gray right now and I love it. I feel very spring. Okay, next is white. Similar to gray, similar to black. I work retail, and today was so funny. I was hearing two ladies talk today, and she was just giving advice. They were just giving advice to each other, and the one was like, oh, if you want to go spring, if you want to go warm, if you want to go summer, white is the color. And I was like, yes, ma'am. White is the color. It just feels so bright and freeing and uplifting. I don't typically wear white in the winter. Like, I don't know, the way I wear white in the winter is very different to how I wear white in the summer and spring. Like linens, like cotton, I'm thinking more of the warmer side of spring. But yeah, I'm not gonna really try and find more things to say about white. It's standard, it's white. Like, what is there to say about it? Beige and brown. I think a nice off-white is really nice. I don't want to say I'm not a fan of a crisp white, but if I could just take everything that's white in my closet and like just bring it like half a tone down so it's a little bit more muted and not like bright white in your face. That's why I love the color beige. I think it's perfect, a perfect in-between color, even to make like some monochromatic outfits with like all shades of white and beige could be really cool, really visually interesting. The color that I have is brown. I think brown is the perfect color for spring. You got soil, you got dirt, you got the brown grass before it becomes green. You have the color trees, twigs. It's just life and nature. Brown fits in perfectly for spring. Pairing brown with darker colors is really nice and very tasteful in my head. I don't know, it just feels very wholesome. Like black, brown, gray, like those colors just feel full to me. I don't know how else really to describe it. Brown with any lighter color, like brown and white or brown and a light beige. I'm gonna talk about it later, but like brown and blue, brown and pink, brown and green, like I just think pairing brown almost as a substitute for black with lighter spring colors is really cute and a nice visual combination that again is just pleasing to the eye. Baby pink. Now I personally have an issue with pink. I don't know what it is. It's definitely a me issue. I feel like standard colors for spring, you just think of the whole array of bright, I don't know, happy floral colors. I love that in every other context except what I'm wearing. I do not need to wear those colors. I can enjoy the color of florals on the florals. That's just my personal opinion, just my personal observation, and it's something that I have observed, and I realized that I have a lot of floral in my closet, or I have had throughout the years, and even when the opportunity presents itself, like, I just don't care to wear those bright floral colors. And I posted on my Instagram the other day about this as well, but I've just realized if I'm wearing florals at all, it either has to be something really simple, something vintage looking, or like a nostalgic pattern, something that my grandma would have. Like, anything floral in my grandma's closet, like, I'll take it. It doesn't matter what color it is, I'm gonna wear it because it's my grandma's and I love her, and I just love being able to wear clothes that belong to her, or even my great grandmother, even some stuff from my mom. Like, those vintage pieces, 100% I'll wear any kind of floral. Or it has to be muted colors, like a gray floral, black and white. I don't know, something just more toned down. I went on this whole rampage and I don't know what I was talking about. Pink. I was talking about pink. So yes, in general, I'm not a hater of the color pink. I just prefer not to wear it. I don't usually reach for it, and if I do, I just feel kind of blah. But there's this one particular shade of pink, kind of very similar to my coaster over here. That shade of like light pink, I would even go lighter than that, just a very soft like cotton candy pink. I just think it's scrumptious. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. And I don't currently have anything in my closet that is that shade of pink. If I could, like, I don't know, like, even if I saw something in the store that is that shade of pink, there's nothing in me that makes me want to actually buy it, but I'm so drawn to it that I just had to include it to the list. I'm sure at some point I will find something worth buying in my closet that has that shade of pink that I really feel like resonates with everything else. And I feel like maybe incorporating this in my closet would maybe be with accessories. A little scrunchie, a little cute hairpin or a hair clip, or like something around my neck, or like some piece of accessory, I feel is a good way I could add that color pink, because I just don't want to buy something that shade of pink when I know I'm just not going to be wearing it like all the time, you know? Next on my list is baby blue, a light pastel blue, and this has a range of shades that I enjoy. This could be like a more periwinkle, or like a very light sky blue, like a baby blue. I just think that color is so cute and it's so calming. I know that's pretty much common knowledge, like blue is a very calm color, one, because it's found in nature, like the color of the sky, water, all that jazz. And yes, I'm just here to affirm that all of that is true, because anything blue, I just love it. I think blue in general as a category is a color that I love. The blues of denim I really love. Maybe like a periwinkle shirt and denim, like the blue on blue, I love. It's just good. It's just good. It makes me feel good. And it's also just a great color when it is brown and a little bit lackluster outside, but it's still considered spring. The blue just makes you happy. Like, it just makes you feel spring. I don't know why pink doesn't do the same thing to me. I don't know why. The next shade of blue that I had to mention specifically on its own is navy blue. Guys, again, it's one of those colors that feels so full and whole and complete to me. And it's like, it's a scrumptious color. Navy blue is a scrumptious color. Navy blue and brown and a little black accent in there. Stop. Adorable. Love that color combination. Yeah, I think using navy blue as a form of black instead of the black, using navy blue is something that could be really interesting. Navy blue and baby blue could be really cute. That is all for my spring color palette video. I hope you guys enjoyed. What colors did I miss out on? I know I've neglected a lot of other colors that are considered spring, but again, this is just my personal color palette for the season. As the weather gets a little bit warmer and maybe my mood improves, maybe I'll be more inclined to wear some other colors. But like I said, there are two phases of spring. There's early spring and then there's late spring. I spend so much time waiting for the green spring that this kind of in between weather that's still technically considered spring is almost neglected and it flies by, and I really just want to take advantage of even this kind of in-between weather. Anyways, that's a whole thing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. I think the next couple of videos that I'm really interested, or that I am going to be doing, is what I want to wear in the spring. Just talking about like things that I don't have. And then I want to do a video specifically talking about things I want to wear for spring that are in my own closet, because I personally am trying to buy less consumption, and that starts by having a good understanding of what you already have, trying to rethink and rework those in your everyday wardrobe. Hopefully that could inspire some of you guys to decide not to buy, or I don't know, just buy less, consume less. It always starts with the little things. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. Stay warm, guys. Don't get sick.